All right, man, we back. Marcy Sports Talk. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And it's been some reports I seen earlier this morning that Matt Patricia will return, I think, as his third season as the Detroit Lions head coach. So let's talk about it. If he does return, does that force you to boycott? Love to hear your opinion in the comment section as usual. Does that change your expectations even before the 2020 draft and the 2020 offseason? So let's talk about all of that. Quite personally, I feel he should have been fired already. But 4 games left. I feel Bob and him both should be fired. And I seen one of the writers, I forget his name on, it's not Burkett, it's another guy, saying, well, we just can't keep flipping through coaches and give them a chance. Well, Caldwell got 3 years, okay? I think he went 9-7, 10-6, 7-9, and 9-7. And then I believe he was let go, whatever it was. Okay. Patricia's probably gonna end up. He was 6-10 last year. He gonna end up with 3 wins this year, so they'd be 3-12-1 or something like that. And at the end of the day, Martha might not want to pay them to be sitting at home. Then the question is, like I said in Michigan, who do you replace Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia with? But let's talk about Matt Patricia exclusively. I mean, he's shown nothing to let me know that he's prepared. And in the coaching tree he comes from, which is the Bill Belichick tree, has shown me nothing from Bill O'Brien in Houston. Not doing nothing. He should have been fired. Josh McDaniels in Denver, fired. Charlie Weiss at Notre Dame in Kansas, I believe, garbage. Romeo Cornell, I don't know if he got a head coaching shot. Brian Flores in Miami, they starting to do something, but the jury's still out on him. So, it showed me nothing from that Belichick tree that anybody can make something shake. Now, I don't know how many general managers or front office people went on to do other things in the NFL or became an athletic director in college, but I haven't heard anything about that. But Bob Quinn is like the first executive I really heard about that that got the job with the Lions. And quite frankly, his drafts have been better than Martin Mayhew's and Matt Millen's, which ain't hard to be. But to be honest, you look at misses, he made with, I think he drafted Lincoln Thomason. No, I don't think he drafted Lincoln Thomason. I could be wrong. But with Tease Tabor, Jared Davis was a miss. Hawkinson, Jerry's still out, and I say tight end is hard. But they could have had Ed Oliver, who could really help them. They would never need Mike Daniels, and he turned it up for Buffalo. Devin Bush is doing good things for the Steelers. Galladay was a hell of a pick for him, but it's been pretty much hit or miss. But they're really trying to establish this Patriot culture in Detroit, and it doesn't work. The Patriot culture doesn't work without a Tom Brady at quarterback, without a Belichick. And Matt Patricia, I think we all can establish he's not a Belichick from a coaching time management or coaching management position, or he's not a Belichick defensively as a defensive genius. All right. But other than that, I mean, where's the good thing you see from Matt Patricia other than laying the blueprint on how to beat the Los Angeles Rams last season and having a competitive game with a high-powered Kansas City Chiefs offense without Tyreek Hill this season, which, they balling on the Oakland Raiders. Okay? They just got, I think Derek Carr just threw a pick 6. But other than that, where's the silver lining when you say it's some promise there? The only move that they made, other than a few good draft picks, and they haven't drafted an All-Pro yet neither, and I think Ragnar will be probably their first All-Pro they drafted. But the only positive is that Darrell Bevel was the guy that they got right. Had Jim Caldwell had the wherewithal or the opportunity to get a Darrell Bevel type of offensive coordinator, I believe he's still the head coach of the Detroit Lions. Or had he took over the play calling offensively, which I believe he still will be the head coach for the Detroit Lions. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Let's not act like Jim Caldwell didn't have his faults. But the same thing, people was bashing Caldwell for not doing, cussing out the refs and, acting like, he ain't mad and not showing fire. Patricia ain't showing no fire. You know what I'm saying? Patricia, the players don't even like Patricia. You know what I'm saying? And what he doing is, if you don't want to do it my way, you getting out of here. Don't forget, Marvin Jones was a half a step from being gone from Detroit too. It was some rumors that they was trying to move Marvin Jones. Quadre Diggs just had an opinion on what they should be doing defensively. He was gone. Glover Quinn, who was a staple of our defense, a cornerstone of our defense for years to come, Matt Patricia came in, messed them all up. You know what I'm saying? So now Will Harris coming in. I don't see Will Harris doing a great job out there. Tracy Walker, they identify him. He looked pretty good. You know, but now you risk them being here another year and them trading Darius Slay. When the last corner we had that was any good close to Darius Slay was what? Dre Bly? You know, people get mad at Darius Slay, but you forget the Aaron Berry days, the Bill Bentley days. You know what I'm saying? The Nevin Lawson days. DJ Hayden and Nevin Lawson. Do you know how hard it was for us to find Darius Slay and draft him in the second round? Do you know how hard it was to get a respectable replacement of Rashad Melvin? Lions fans forget. And then turn your back on Darius Slay. Show me where you replace him at. You know what I'm saying? Because Rashad Melvin damn show ain't no Darius Slay. Justin Coleman is rated the worst in coverage in the National Football League. So right now, what they doing is they depleting our team of talent. You know what I'm saying? Quadre, Darius could be gone. Sue gone. You know what I'm saying? The linebacker core, DeAndre Levy, he got injured. They never replaced him. All them, them linebackers, all of them. You know what I'm saying? You look at the offensive line. Bob Quinn struck out across the offensive line until he got Ragnow and Graskow start stepping up the last couple years. Left tackle, Taylor Decker, trash. Right guard, TJ Lane, when he got here, he was trash. Right tackle, Rick Wagner, trash. The running back, he passed up on Kareem Hunt. He passed up on Alvin Kamara. He passed up on a lot of running backs. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget Marvin Jones. That was a Mayhew pickup, I believe. Kenny Galladay, he did pick him. Amendola, he been okay, but he not providing that vertical threat we need like Marvin Hall. But to be honest with Bob Quinn, if he would, Bob Quinn ain't been terrible, but really, I don't really have a feel where this team going under Bob Quinn. I don't sense a direction. Defensively, I don't know what they trying to do. I know they trying to play man to man, and they trying to rush 4-3 at times. Well, if you're gonna do that, then why didn't you address a pass rushing need with Ed Oliver? You know what I'm saying? If you want to play man to man coverage underneath with your linebackers, why didn't you draft Devin Bush? That's what I don't get. If they want to establish a dominant defensive culture, why are they still spending draft picks offensively at skill positions when you paid Jesse James $23 million to come here? You believe in Logan Thomas, the former Virginia Tech quarterback, and you go get another tight end when you had defensive potential All-Pros and Devin Bush and Ed Oliver on the table, and you go offense, I just don't understand it. But in my opinion, if they want to give Patricia another chance, it makes me no difference. I'm nor Jubilee, I'm nor irate, neither one. You know what I'm saying? Because for him to keep his job, the team must win a playoff game next year. Not just make the playoffs, that's not good enough. They must win a game, not just host a home game. They must win. You know what I'm saying? They must win. That's the bare minimum. I'm not going to get excited off the draft. Every year they sell optimism in the NFL. That's how they get fans to dupe them into buying season tickets. The free agency, off season, everybody feel like they got a chance. And we one player down, they're going away. With Patricia, I just don't identify what he does well as a coach. Game management, no. Defense, no. The players don't like him. And what he's trying to do is bring his guys in to build a culture that only works in New England. It didn't work in Denver. It didn't work in Houston. It didn't work in Notre Dame. It didn't work in Kansas. It may not work in Miami. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he needs to bring his own identity to the table. But if they want to keep him, I'm not mad. I've been a Lions fan for 30 years. I done seen him come. I done seen him go. I remember Bill Barcel offered to be the general manager for the team So what's the chances if they do get rid of Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia that Martha go out there and find the right person? Slim to none. Slim to none. Let's just keep it real. Slim to none. And the right person for me is somebody that did it before or had some success in the National Football League. And Ozzie Newsome is at the top of my list. Bill Parcells, Bill Cowher, guys that know how to build the football team. Oh, if I can get Jimmy Johnson, Jimmy Johnson. You know, and I get one of those older guys and I pair him with a younger guy of their choice, and they can tutor the younger guy to take over the position down the line. Too many times with the Lions is trying to be innovators. Okay, Matt Millen, terrible. Mayhew, he was with Millen when he went on 16. Lewan, terrible. Bob Quinn, terrible. The National Football League linked Bob Quinn in a job search with Martha Ford. They ain't never did us no favors before. So if Martha don't know how to, and Rod Woods don't know how to do it, it don't make no sense. Martha should have hired Bill Parcells to be an advisor, and he could have helped her. He's already offered to help when Mr. Ford was alive to turn this franchise around. You know, and I know what pissed the Lions off. Threatening the Lions with taking away Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Maybe then they'll bust a move, but it don't really bother me that Patricia staying. That's Bob Quinn boy. They gonna ride out together. It's nothing they can do to drastically improve this franchise next year. It's nothing they can do. Because they proved they overpaid Trey Flowers. I don't care what none of you say. Prove he overpaid him. He can't anchor that line by himself. I seen a year with Zeke Ansah anchored the line with no Ndamukong Suh and dominated for the most part while healthy. Trey Flowers ain't dominating. Justin Coleman, they pay him the highest paid nickel corner in the league. Is the worst in coverage of the All-National Football League. That includes Nevin Lawson himself with the Oakland Raiders. He's worse than him. And this is who you give all that money to. So your two primary free agents you give money to, they ain't doing nothing. Then you go to the linebacker that Bob Quinn drafted in Jared Davis. They just refuse to get him off the field. He's not good, bro. Not in the middle linebacker. He's not good. Damon Harrison, they pitch paid him. He ain't really done nothing this season. Devin Kennard, I ain't heard his name since the Arizona game. Mike Daniels, it was a risk. He's still injured. Hey, you win some, you lose some. Tavai, man, he need to be playing full-time starter. Why is you playing Jared Davis in front of him? Christian Jones, I just don't. Come on. Rashad Melvin, solid pickup this year. Amani Orakwe, he look like he gonna be a starter for a long time down the road. Darius Slay, that when they pick up, he's still that guy. Tracy Walker, solid right now. I can say that. Will Harris, Tavon Wilson, not so good. So they ask, how many players away are the Lions? A whole team. Not snack. They a whole dinner. They a whole day. They a breakfast, a brunch, a lunch, a snack, an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. They the whole thing away. Because you look at the defense, who you building around? Deshaun Hand is the only guy you can really build around. That we know right now can have the potential to be dominant. We don't know about Jelani Tavai yet. I think he can ball, but he got to get better. So you look across the line, you say, okay, Flowers and Deshaun Hand. Those two guys that's going to lead your front. Linebacker is not one right now. Tavai with the potential. You go to the secondary, they want to trade Darius Slay. Amani Orakwe, I'm not sure he ready to step in and be one or two yet, but he got the potential to. Rashad Melvin, he just somebody that just buying you time. He just the upgrade from Nevin Lawson. Tracy Walker, he could be a starter. Will Harris, Tavon Wilson, no. So you get the whole defense, especially if they trade Darius Slay away, right? And that's the rumor. And you talking about Coleman, it is what it is, right? You only got two people that you really can count on to be, or three people to be starters in this defense. That's Trey Flowers, Deshaun Hand, and Tracy Walker. None of them is LT, Ray Lewis, Chris Jones from the Kansas City Chiefs yet. None of them. Offensively, you look at it. You need left tackle, you need a right tackle. Let's just go through the guys you got. Ragnar Glasgow, who you got. Stafford, you don't know. He could be done with football. He got the Tony Romo injury. But let's say you got Stafford, two offensive linemen you count on, center, right guard, right? Running back, none. I don't trust none of them to carry the load, to be the guy. Marvin Jones, you got an aging receiver. Danny Amendola, you can't count on him. He always injured, but he okay. And Kenny Galladay. So you look at the offense, you got 4 guys offensively that's like you count on. Stafford, Ragnow, Glasgow, Galladay. And that's it. That's proven. Because Jones is probably getting older. You can count on Jones, but he's getting a little older. Hawkinson, he still got to do something to prove himself. You know what I'm saying? So you look at the whole team, only pieces you got in play, and Stafford is an if depending on his health. You got 3. You got if you get rid of Darius Slay, you got 3 defensively: Flowers, Walker, and Hand. You want to count Slay? 4. Offensively, you want to count it? Offensively, you got Stafford, 2 linemen, Ragnow, Glasgow. You want to say Jones, Galladay, and that's it. You got 9. You don't even have a full starter, so they got a lot of turnover to deal with in Detroit, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of pieces they got to get to really be starters, man. But it don't really bother me if Matt Patricia is still gonna be here or not. I don't really care. I've been sitting through the bullshit. Really, I'm waiting for the team, Martha, to do what she gonna do. Ready for the team to be sold and somebody else come in, clean house completely, and build it the right way. Know what they want to do. So that's just my humble opinion, man. I do appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Want to make a donation? That link's in the description. Best way to donate, share the video. Check my other channel out, Goodfellas Sports TV, for more sports, music, entertainment. Other than that, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, response, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. And let me know what you think about Matt Patricia and probably staying 1 more year. And Bob Quinn. And let me know, y'all rather switch up now or wait till the Lions and Martha do what she gonna do and sell the team. Or, I see a lot of people out there saying that they done with the Lions and they got new teams now. So let me know what you guys think. One time for the one time. Mercy Sports Talk, we gone.